from Disney's Winnie the Pooh storybook collection. This is The Sweetest of Friends. Good morning, Piglet. Good morning, Pooh. It was another day in the 100-acre wood. That meant it was another day for best friends Pooh and Piglet to be together. Pooh, I made some acorn pie, said Piglet. Said Pooh. That will go lovely with some honey on top. The two friends sat down and had a bite to eat. When the last drop of sweet, sticky honey had disappeared inside Pooh's tummy, he stood up. It feels like nap time, he said, as he usually did after having a sizable smack roll of honey. Piglet answered, I think a nap is a splendid idea, Pooh. But perhaps you could be persuaded to take a walk first? Pooh stretched and yawned. Lead the way, Piglet, said Pooh. This morning was not unlike any other. Each day had a different adventure. In the fall, Pooh and Piglet played in a pile of leaves. In the winter, they made snow angels. In the spring, they watched as the 100-acre wood became green again. In the summer, they picked fragrant flowers. Sometimes Pooh and Piglet would visit their other friends together. The two often went to Rabbit's house at mealtimes. They listened to many a family story from Owl. They helped Kanga with her knitting. And they flew kites with Christopher Robin. Everyone knew that where there was Pooh, there was Piglet. One day, when the two were out walking, a bee went by. Without hesitation, Pooh and his tummy followed it. But at the same exact time the bee flew by in one direction, a beautiful butterfly fluttered by in another. Piglet ran after the butterfly to get a closer look. And so the best friends parted ways without even realizing it. Through his binoculars, Piglet watched with delight as the colorful butterfly went from flower to flower. He looked closely at its lovely wings. Would you like to look at the butterfly with my binoculars, Pooh? Piglet asked without looking behind him. He thought Pooh was nearby as usual. It's really quite a lovely creature. Instead of an approving snore, there was only silence. Piglet turned toward the tree where Pooh liked to nap, but there was no bear napping there. In fact, there was no bear there at all. Oh, dear, said Piglet, alarmed. What has happened to you, Pooh? Piglet wondered where Pooh had gone off to without him. Or rather, had Piglet been the one to go off without Pooh? In either case, Piglet had to find his friend. He hurried off. He wasn't sure where he was headed, but he knew he'd be there when Pooh was there too. Meanwhile, Pooh had finished his encounter with the bee, or rather bees, and was having similar thoughts about Piglet. Not at all sure how he had wound up without Piglet or honey, Pooh resolved to find first one, then the other. Eventually, Pooh and Piglet came across each other on a path through the 100-acre wood. There you are, Pooh, cried Piglet. But where were you? I'm so excited to see you again, Piglet, Pooh said. I'm not quite sure where I was, only where I wasn't. I will make sure to say goodbye next time, said Piglet. smiling when he realized that there would be a next time. "And I shall as well," Pooh said. "It would appear that together or apart, we're still the best of friends," said Piglet. "Yes, that is how it would appear," Pooh agreed. "What would you like to do tomorrow?" asked Piglet. "Perhaps we can meet for breakfast," said Pooh. "Oh, that's a splendid idea," said Piglet. "And then maybe we can take a walk." "Wonderful," said Pooh.